Hello everyone, welcome to Simply Tangled. My name is Annie and today I'm crocheting a daisy-like flower. I created these earlier today and I've used a slightly different pattern for both of these. Like as you can see, this one is slightly bigger because I've made 11 chain stitches for the petal here, and for this one I have made 9 chain stitches, although the yarn size and the hook size is the same. So I will be crocheting this pattern with you guys today, so I really hope you will be able to follow along because this is super easy. So let's get started. Here is my mustard yellow yarn. This is a medium weight yarn and I'm using a hook size of 3.5 mm. You can also use 4 or 4.5 or even 5 if you're an absolute beginner, because it will be easier for you to work with a bigger hook. So let's start with a magic ring. Just hold the tail of your yarn here and wrap the yarn around your fingers and kind of make an X here, and slide your hook under this yarn and grab the working yarn and pull it, and then rotate your hook to kind of twist the yarn and make a loop on the hook. And then you just have to, this is your working yarn, so you just have to yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook, and you have created a magic ring. If you will pull the tail, the circle will get smaller, and now you have to make 12 single crochet stitches into this magic ring here. So let's start. To make a single crochet stitch, you just have to insert your hook into this circle and yarn over, pull through this ring, this circle, and then yarn over, pull through both the loops on your hook. You just created your first single crochet. Now the second one, just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both the loops. You have to make a total of 12. So this was our fourth one. And fifth. Sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, this is our 10th one, 11th, 12th, and last. Just pull the tail to kind of close the circle or the ring you just created, and now you have to make a slip stitch in your first stitch here. So this is your first single crochet here, and this is the top stitch of your single crochet. So just insert your hook into the top stitch. This is the front loop and this is the back loop, so you have to insert your hook and then yarn over, pull through this stitch and then continue pulling through the loop on your hook. You just created a slip stitch here, and now just make one chain stitch, and now cut off your yarn and pull it to make a knot. Now you can pull the tail to close your magic ring. You can even do it when you're done with the flower. So let's start with our petals. So just hold the tail of your other yarn with your finger and thumb, and then insert your hook here. Let me show you the close-up. So if you look closely, this is the top stitch, and you have to insert your hook under this chain stitch on the top, and then you have to yarn over your white yarn and then pull it through, and then make one chain stitch, and you have to make a total of 9 chain stitches. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now make a slip stitch in the next stitch here. So just insert your hook in the next stitch, and then yarn over, pull through, and then continue pulling through to make a slip stitch. You just created your first petal here, and we have to keep repeating this pattern now. So 9 chain stitches and then a slip stitch, 9 chain stitches and then a slip stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 chain stitches, and now a slip stitch in the next stitch here. Now we will start our third petal. So 9 chain stitches again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 chain stitches and then a slip stitch into the next stitch here. Now, like, you just have to insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through that stitch, and then continue pulling through the loop on your hook to make a slip stitch. So we will be repeating this pattern till our last stitch here, and I'll see you when I'm working on my last stitch. So I just wanted to do this last step with you guys. So there's just one stitch left, and I have just made 9 chain stitches. I'm gonna insert my hook into the next stitch and then make a slip stitch. And I would just like to make one more petal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I'm sorry. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 chain stitches, and then I'm gonna make a slip stitch into this stitch where I started my first petal to kind of join both the petals together. Oh, uh-oh, just okay, let's do this again. Now we're done. After this last slip stitch, we're just gonna make 1 chain stitch before we cut off our yarn so that we can create a nice knot here. Okay, so we're done, and now we just have to weave these loose ends with the help of the yarn needle here. But first I would just like to, like, this is how I like it. I just want to tie these together to make a knot and put a tiny bit of glue and create one more knot over that glue to secure it. And now I can cut that off, because now I know I have a glue over there to kind of secure this. Okay, so if you like it this way, you can leave it as it is, but I want to close it. So I'll pull the tail of my magic ring really tightly, and then I'll do the same with these 2 loose ends. Just a tiny bit of glue here and a knot on top of that glue, and now you can just weave these ends. The glue part, I mean, using the glue is totally optional, but I just like to do it. I'm sorry, I just have to take a closer look. I'll just cut this off. Okay, so we're done, and this is how a daisy look like. So I really hope you found this tutorial pretty helpful. I really tried to simplify the pattern for absolute beginners, and if you were able to follow along, please leave me a feedback, and please consider subscribing to my channel so that you can get notification of my new uploaded tutorials. So thank you once again. Bye.